and evaluation of money. When we are talking about classification, again, metallic money, legal tender money, paper money, and bank money, we are going to discuss. Functions of money, this is very important for your examination point of view also. Here also, there are, three types of functions. One is primary function, the second one is secondary functions, third one is contingent functions. We are going to discuss these issues. Here, what is money? Nowadays, money is playing an important role, as we know that, because it is influencing the real variables such as uh, employment and production in the economy. So when we are talking about the monetary economies, there are different money is using for day-to-day daily economic activities purpose. We are using money. Earlier, when we talk about money, there was a barter system was there. Under this barter system, as we know, the goods are exchanged, the commodities are exchanged. Okay, this we call it as barter system. What is barter system? Instead of money, they are using goods and services, commodities. These are exchanging one to another. This we call it as barter system. There are in this barter system, again there is a lack of or drawbacks are there, because when we talk about this barter system, still in villages in India, few are there using this service barter system where they required. Because this, as I said, there is a drawback while this barter system, because the barter system, when we talk about this, the exchange of goods and services are taken place. Okay. If this happens, if the person wants to sell a commodity or for exchanging of another commodity, if he is not interested to receive that commodity, then there is no use of this barter system, right? Because this is one of the drawback. The other one is, in general common sense, when the goods are exchanged one person to another, that we call it as barter system. If one commodity to another commodity, when they are exchanging, if the another commodity is not willing to take place, or is not willing to take that commodity what he is exchanging, then there is no meaning of or we can say the exchange of goods and services cannot be taken place, right? Because he is not willing to accept the another commodity what he is giving or what he is exchanging, right? Similarly, when we talk about this, the goods and services that they exchange should be perfectly divisible. According to the when we talk about this, individuals.
Sir, excuse me.
Yes.
Which unit are you?
Eighth lesson.
8th lesson.
Yes.
Meaning of function. Okay, sir. Okay.
Correct. Fine.
Thank you. Thank you.
So here simply the barter system, no need to confuse at all. Barter system means the goods and services are exchanging. Okay, goods and services are exchanging one person to another person. Whether these barter system is helping or not, or whether it is good for the exchanging for the individuals or not. When we think over like this, these goods are not divisible. There is a problematic again. So that is the reason why this is also one of the drawback. So here, the barter system, the goods cannot be no exchange or divisible. Okay, we are using here instead of money. Earlier, they try to use this barter system. Okay, so that you have to remember. And coming to the definitions of money. Okay, as I said, money is playing a vital role nowadays. So there are different economists have given different definitions. We cannot define exactly what is money, but still there are various definitions are there. One is the common definition or easy to remember according to Walker. Okay, according to Francis A. Walker, money is what money does. Money is what money does. Related to the money we are talking, okay? So what are the money is doing? For example, sometimes we are exchanging with the help of measurement or measurable. Okay, so that we can call money. Sometimes we can it is a store value that we call it as money. Okay, so here according to Francis Walker, money is what money does. Money is what money does is called as simply money. Gaston Castle also has given one definition. Okay, he mentioned that there should be a common measure for the valuation of goods and services. That is called as money. According to Castle, there is a common measure. Okay, common measure for what? For the valuation of other goods, that we call it as money. Okay, so there are legal definitions also there. Particularly when we observe that the means of established the law, the customs of having the force of law. Okay, for the payment of all the debts. Simply, we can say that money is purely a legal term. Money is a legal term. So here there are general definitions also there. Seligman has given one definition. So according to him, general acceptability, a thing that passes general acceptability, that we can say that that is related to money. We call it as money. Marshall has given one kind of definition. Okay, so according to Marshall, money included all those things which are generally uh, particularly time based or place based. Okay, so that current without any doubt or special, we can say that means of purchasing of commodities or services for expenses purposes, we call it as money. When we are talking about the evaluation of money, generally when we observe the evaluation of money, as I said before that difficulties of barter system, as I said, there are various difficulties are there because when we talk about the double kind also there is a chance, double coincidence, we can say that. Okay, the lack of standard of unit of account, indivisibility, it is not possible to divisible the commodities. For example, as I said, barter system, they used to exchange cow for sheep. Instead of cow, or they are exchanging both, for example. So it is not possible to divide that, right? It is not possible. So indivisibility of goods also there. Store value. It is very difficult to store that commodities, and also the production of large and very costly goods not feasible. Sometimes uh, we need to forgive the quality good instead of another commodity, or so in that case also they are losing the very costly, or they are losing that commodity without gaining any much. So these are the difficulties in barter system. Generally, we are talking about again money. This money, this word was derived from the Latin word moneta. Okay, uh, the first mint which was sent or set up by the temple of goddess in Moneta, it was in Rome. Okay, so as I said, the different names of money mean, when we talk about this, they are coins, paper notes, nowadays, checks. Okay, these all are comes under money. So evaluation of money we are focusing now. So evaluation of money, there are animal money, commodity money, metallic money, okay, paper money, paper currency, or credit money, plastic money, digital money nowadays. So here, when we are talking about this animal money, they are used as a money for animals. Animals are using as a money in the earlier stage. Cows and sheep they used to use as a money. And also commodity money. Around 172 commodities are used. 172 commodities are used, including gold, silver, copper, salt, tea. These all are they used to exchange. Cigarettes. Okay. So these are commodity money. Coming to the metallic money, they started earlier 700 and before Christ BC, and paper money also they started 7th. So metallic money also they are started, and also credit money or bank money they used to nowadays they are using. Plastic money also, it is credit and debit cards, digital money, online transactions they are using. So definitions of money, as I already said clearly. So here we are talking about the evaluation. So here, particularly, we are talking about the commodities, whether these commodities are good or not, as a using as a money. See, animals and commodities, commodity of money. There are again several drawbacks. Generally, when we observe lack of uniformity, lack of uniformity. When we are using a commodity, we cannot, uniformity is not there, as we can say that. And also standardization. Standardization also not there for the commodities. Inefficient store of value. It is very difficult to store the commodities as a money, right? These are the drawbacks, and lack of easy transferability one place to another. It is very difficult to carry the commodities, that we have to remember here. And also Here, these are the drawbacks. So we need to use an alternative money. That is the reason why again metallic money has came into existence. So there was coinage system was there. They used to mint the coins. Okay, that may be gold coin or silver, copper, bronze, aluminum. They used to use as a metallic coins. They introduced 700 BC before Christ before. So here again, this metallic money has again some kind of drawbacks. So here again there are drawbacks are there because a large sum of money in terms of kinds not easily portable. That is one kind of drawback, and also it is unsafe to carry and it can be stolen easily. It is very difficult to carry. While carrying the coins, it is not safe, right? At the same time, there is a possibility to steal this currency by someone. These are the drawbacks. And rapid transactions are not possible when we are using this type of metallic coins, right? This is also one of the drawback. And later, the people they lost the faith on these coins, and the another one came into existence, that is paper currency. The next evaluation stage is paper currency. They have introduced this paper currency. When we observe 17th and 18th centuries, they started using this paper currency. There was this paper currency. It is easy to convertible into the metals such as gold, silver, easy to convertible. Uh, you know this we call it as fiat money. What is fiat money? When we are convertible easily, the money which is generally paper currency we are talking about paper money. The currencies are convertible into metals such as gold, silver. Okay, so these issues as a paper currencies. So when we convert, it is easy to convertible, that we call it as fiat money. That is recognized by the government as a medium of exchange without any currencies issued by the public. So most of the worlds, the paper currency are using. Okay, still there is again people are losing their faith on this paper currency, because no dummy paper currency also the people are trying to print fake currency. So here there are advantages are there, some are disadvantages also there. So the major advantages of this paper currency, when we observe the paper currency or paper money, which is very cheaper at any metal, easy to the cost of preparing is very less. Okay, and it is convenient to carry this paper currency. It is easy to carry from one place to another place. People can carry how much they want easily. This is advantage of the paper currency. Okay, so and also it is easy to store the currency, particularly the currency we are talking about paper currency. Okay, it is easy to store the paper currency. Another thing, it is easier to count paper notes than the metallic kinds. Kinds are very difficult to count, but paper currency it is easier to count also. The supply of paper currency is easily adjustable as per the need of the economy. How much they required in the required money that easily print and adjustable. Okay, and these are the we can say advantages. There are again disadvantages also there. When we are talking about the disadvantages, firstly, there is a danger of over issue of currency notes in this direction of government. The issue of the paper currencies leads to rising the prices and falling the value of the currency. So that is the reason why how much it is required, the government has to print. If they print more and more currency, then what will happen? Currency value decrease. Currency value decrease or depreciate. Everybody is having currency, then who is going to work? Everybody is ready to give money for work, but who is going to do that particular work, right? So it is very difficult. So government has to print how much it is required. That is more important. If they print more and more, then prices will increase. The prices of commodities will increase. When the price goes up, the value of currency declines or decreases. That you have to remember. That is a disadvantage when the currency, paper currency. And also, if the people lose confidence on government for one reason to another, or the money lacks in general acceptability. See, people they lose confidence if they print more and more, and also the general acceptability is more important. If otherwise they lose the confidence on that particular paper currency or note. Okay, and durability of paper money is much lesser than the metallic paper. Durability is more important. It is when we are comparing to the metallic currency, the paper currency's durability is very less. That also one of the drawback. And the currency internationally it must be acceptable. That whatever the paper currency is printing, that must be acceptable. See, US dollar is acceptable worldwide. It is circulation of the paper currency in the world. That is the reason why there is a huge demand for the dollar compared to other currencies, right? That is also more important. And the another one is, the possibility of printing fake currency. There is a high chances are there. Printing of fake currencies are, this is also one of the drawback. Nowadays, people are, they are printing fake currencies and, circulating among the people because they don't know that currency note almost similar to the, original note. So this is also one of the drawback of, the paper currency. So with the development of the modern banking system, again there are lot of changes has come. So along with that, bank systems are changes also there. One of the important that paper money, bank money in the form of checks, in the form of drafts, traveler checks. They have introduced against the the current money or saving deposits of individuals. or business organizations purpose, right? So the process of the most important characteristic of money is, what is money? Simply we can say that the general acceptability is more important. When there is a general acceptability, we can say that that is money. When we say general acceptability, there are again certain characteristics. It is easy to carry one place to another, as I said. It is divisibility. It is easy to store the value of that particular currency or money, right? That we can say that money. So Sir Thomas Grisham, a leading English businessman, financial advisor to the Queen Elizabeth, stated that a bad money drives out a good money out of circulation. He said this we call it as Gresham's law. Both, if in the circulation good money and bad money are circulating, okay, people will use first bad money when they are making transactions, and then good money will be added. That we have to remember. It is related to the Gresham's law. Okay, so the natural human tendency is that they retain the better kinds, or they retain the nodes passes into the circulation comparatively the old and worn out kinds of nodes. That is the reason why we said bad money drives out good money out of circulation. They are holding, bad money is circulating more. This is related to the evaluation of money. Coming to the classification of money. Coming to the classifications of money, there are again different classifications of money based on monetary system, based on nature, based on value and all. So here, when we are talking about the classification of money, money has classified on the basis of physical form, legal recognition, and its nature, based on its nature. So when we are talking about physical form, on the basis of physical form, money again can be classified into animal money, commodity money, metallic, because physical, it is physical money. That is the reason why. So metallic money, paper money, and plastic money, and plastic money. So here, on the basis of legal recognition, money can be classified into limited legal tender money and unlimited legal tender money. So on the basis of its nature, again, money can be classified based on the deposit money or credit money. Deposit money or credit money. So here, when we are talking about the metallic money simply it is made by with the help of various metals, such as gold, silver, bronze, and aluminum. They are using with the help of these and preparing the kinds, metallic kinds. The size and the shape, the weightage of that money, value, generally they are, it depends on the state, what they are minting or what they are making. Okay, so this minting, when we are talking about the minting of the kinds, particularly under the government, they have taken place, and the kinds are mint is called as mint. Metallic kinds particularly, they classified into standard, or we can say that uh, full-bodied kinds, or sometimes we call it as token kinds. Okay, so these full body kinds along with token kinds we call metallic kinds. So standard kinds, that is kind that whose face value is equal to the almost equal. Face value is equal. It's instinct value. So here, for example, the value of metallic or metal used for in its minting, the standard it's based on for gold and silver standards. When we in Indian rupee between the 80s, particularly 1835 and 1893, there were the best examples for the full body kinds. On the other hand, when we talk about the token kinds, the face value is greater than its value. These are comes under the metallic. Coming to the legal tender money. Legal tender money. We are talking about classification. So legal tender money is that money particularly officially designed by the government as a instrument for the discharge of wherever the obligations are there. Okay, particularly in the domestic money. So it increases its general acceptability and provides legal guarantee. This legal tender money is, there is a huge general acceptability is there, and also legal guarantee is there. Okay, legal guarantee also there. So it's depending upon the degree or the money, the piece of different denominations, okay, circulation in the money. That is more important. So here we are talking about the legal tender money. So when we are talking about the limited legal tender money is accepted and the legal tender only certain limit. So here, for example, when we talk about India, 10 rupees, 20 and 25, 25 paisa kinds are there. That earlier, the legal tender only after 25, the sum of 25, it means the rupees 25. Okay, the person cannot be refuse the payment through these small kinds because it is legal acceptability. So these are the legal tender money. Coming to the paper currency, generally, when we are talking about the paper currency, paper money is the money or the currency which is issued by the state treasury or the central bank of the country. State treasury or central bank of the country, they are issuing this paper money. So here, one thing we have to observe again, advantages or disadvantages. I said there are various advantages are there and disadvantages. So the disadvantages of this paper currency, when we observe, it is it could be overcome and controlled by the paper checks and balances. The modern economies, when we talk about the paper currency, it is wide circulation is there. When we talk about India, all the currencies except 1 rupee note, which are issued by the central bank because it is supreme of the bank, particularly in India. So except to the 1 rupee note, the notes are all the currency notes are issued by the Reserve Bank of India. But only that one rupee note issued by the Ministry of Finance, Government of India. Ministry of Finance, Government of India is issuing 1 rupee. Then remaining all the currencies are no issuing the RBI, Reserve Bank of India. So coming to the bank money, optional money. As I know, the development of the modern banking system, there are no the money also has the changes has come. So one of the important type of money that is bank money. So the bank money we also call it as deposit money. Bank money is nothing but deposit money. We also call it as credit or optional money. Credit money or optional money we can call it. So the bank money, particularly, they are in the form of checks. This bank money, when we are talking about, these all are in the form of checks. These checks particularly issued by the customers, issued to the customers by the bank against their deposits, against their deposits, or no, sometimes we call it as this on the basis of credit, the authorization by the bank. It is providing to the with the help of the checks. So the checks here are ordinarily acceptable. People, in the final payments, even not legal sanction behind them. Okay, so here these are the major segments of supply of money or money supply in advanced as well as developing countries, as well as developing countries. Coming to the important topic, that is functions of money. This is very important for your examination point of view. So when we are talking about the functions of money, as I said, there are three types of are there functions. We can say that these different on the basis of on the based on the purpose of the an economy. So these functions, primary functions, because the word itself is showing primary, which are very essential or very important. Primary functions. Second one is secondary or derived functions, also we can say that. Third one is contingent function. Contingent function. This primary function again, two types: medium of exchange and store value, value of or measure of value. So here the primary functions, it is, as I said, this primary function, it is very essential of primary functions, which is, we also call it as, fundamental or basics, basic functions of money. Primary functions, we also call it as fundamental basic functions of money. So these primary functions, when we classified again, there are two kinds or two types, we can say that. So here the medium of exchange, a unit of value, okay, and the secondary function, sorry, just a minute. Yeah, right. So, so here we are talking about the primary functions. One is medium of exchange. There must be, the products when we are talking about the invention of money. It has been, performing an important function, medium of exchange. The money should be act as a medium of exchange when we are purchasing goods or services. It act as a medium of exchange. That is very important. So that is the reason why one of the important function is that medium of exchange. The another one is unit of account. The money, the measure of value, particularly for various commodities or goods which are produced in the economy, giving weightage or the value for the particular goods. That value is expressed in terms of prices, as we know that, right? So the price expressing with the money or the value we are expressing in terms of prices. Simply we can say that the money works as a unit of value, particularly, or we can say that standard value or the common denominator of the value for a particular commodity or this. So here when we are talking about the unit of money, again the money is it is divisible. There is a possibility of divisible. That is also very important. And the second function is secondary functions, as I said. In the secondary functions, again, these are classified into different forms. One is standard of deferred payments. Standard of deferred payments. The second one is store value. Money has to be store value. Money has to be deferred for the payments. The third one is transfer of value. Third one is transfer of value. So when we're talking about the secondary functions and the standard of deferred payments, money nowadays, besides when we observe, it is facilitating the current transactions and facilitating the future payments also. Different payments, it is acting as a money. Future and current transactions purpose, we are using this money. The modern economists, they have pointed out that it is very significant of credit that has increased, and that credit when we are talking about the standard of payments, okay, the value of money increases. That means the fall in general prices. Before, as I said, when the currency is circulating in the public more, what does it mean? If everybody is having money, means value will decrease. Value will decrease. So when the value of the money changes due to the changes in the price level, that cause serious difficulties also between the debitors and the creditors. That is also more important. So fall in general price levels, when the value of money increases, the general price level decreases. That we have to remember here. And also, when the value of money falls, the general price level will increase. It is nothing but inflation, right? So price levels increases. The purchasing power we are losing. That we have to remember. So this is because of debitors return less purchasing power than the originally acquire. That is more important. The another uh, uh, function under the secondary functions is store value. It is store value. The money should be act as a convenient instrument for storing. That is more important, right? So the value of as I said, under the barter system, it is very difficult to store the commodities, right? So that is the reason why, as I said, there are various drawbacks are there. So money should be a store value, easy to store. Sometimes, commodities, it is not possible to store. If their commodities are perishable goods means which we cannot, store more than 1 week or less than days. 1 or 2 days we can store, like fruits, vegetables, milk packet, right? This we cannot store long time. So commodities, when we are exchanging, it is not possible for these commodities. These commodities means these perishable goods, it is not possible to store, right? So, but according to the function, the value must be stored. The money can be stored. So that is more important. So here, according to Milton Friedman, money is one of the important form of holding wealth. It is easy to hold. So the most liquid form also, when we are talking about the in terms of assets, the holders of money, they can store easily whenever they require, they can spend that particular money, right? So here the money can be act as a store value. That is more important. The another important thing is that transfer of value. Money should be act as a transfer of value. This is one of the function of secondary, right? So money also functions as a means of transferring the value. Through the money, the value can be easily and quickly transferred from one place to another place, one person to another person. Because it is, as I said, it is general acceptable wherever you go with this, the value of money. There also same weightage, same value, right? That is, so money can be transferable one place to another place. That is important. So, and also, if it is not involving difficulty, for example, it is much easier for transfer from 1 lakh through the bank draft from one person to the another person, right? The same value in terms of commodity, it is very difficult to transfer from one person to another or one place to another because it is commodity difficult to transfer, right? So money should be stored, money should be transferable easily, money should be standard deferred payments, right? The another function is contingent function. Another one is contingent function. So beside performing this all the primary and secondary, the money also performs some kind of functions. Like David Kinley stated that as a contingent function. This contingent function, again, on the basis of credit system, distribution of social income, and imparting general form of capital, and maximization of satisfaction. Maximization of satisfaction. This, four comes under the contingent function. So the first one is basic on the basis of credit. First one is on the basis of credit. So in present days, the credit money like checks, draft, bill of exchange, promissory notes, which are using widely, right? The business people, they used to use credit applications to get payments through these instruments only. These are the instruments. So these credit instruments are issued by the businessman, and people are individuals on the basis of the cash deposit by the bank. It is based on the basis of credit facility or credit. Another contingent function is distribution of social. The total output of the country is jointly produced by the number of people of workers as a workers and land laborers, landowners, capitalists, entrepreneurs. What does it mean? The total output of the country, it is depending upon the workers, depending upon the landowners, depending upon the capitalists and entrepreneurs. So there will be the distribution among them. It is distributing among them. The money can help to distribute all this among the nation or products. The national income, we are calculating when we are adding national income express in terms of money through this payment system only. As we know that when we are using labor, we need to pay wages. When we are using land, we need to pay rent. When we are using capital, we have to pay rent, interest rate. But organizers absolutely profit or sometimes loss, we can say that. So this through these payments, we are paying with money, the system of payment. So here again, there are measured in terms of money. These are very efficient manner. The another one is the general form of capital. General form of capital. Money, as a act as a impart mobility and a liquidity to the capital. It is also imparts uniformity at a different types of wealth. Okay, so money generally when we talk about it works as a general form of wealth or capital. In the present times, almost all wealth or capitals are kept in the form of money. All the wealth and the capital, they are keeping in the form of money. This increase the liquidity of mobility of capital so that capital can be used as a useful way. Money gives as a liquidity form to the wealth, and many people they can prefer as a store value with their wealth in the form of money, as we know and we have seen. This is general form of capital. The another one is maximization of satisfaction. Maximization of satisfaction comes under the contingent money. So people, the money can help the consumers and producers to maximize their benefits. Consumer maximizes his satisfaction by equating the prices of each commodity, expressing the money in terms of price and purchasing. When he is paying money, he try to get maximum satisfaction from that commodity or utility, we can say that satisfaction. The utility which is derived from the consumption is different from good to good, from consumer to consumer. This we are measuring in terms of money. the satisfaction or utility we are measuring in terms of money. So similarly, when we are talking about the producer's side, the maximizes his profit by equating the marginal productivity of a factor, a unit to its price. They are expressing in terms of money. The additional productivity of factor, they are measuring in terms of price, its prices with the help of in the form of money. So the profit of business concerns also measured in terms of money. So these are the functions of money. Next class we'll discuss the another topic that is very important, measures of money supply with special reference to India. In that we are focusing what are the concepts are there in money supply, what are the aggregates or monetary or money supply are using like M1, M2, M3. We are using that we are going to discuss. To what is high power money, money multiplier we are going to discuss, money supply in India, what are the factors determining the money supply, okay, and the nature of money supply. This will discuss the next class. As we know that the pattern of question paper, right? First section 10 questions you have to attempt 5. Second bit 5 questions will be there. Each question having A or B choice. You can write A or B. And the last C section, 2 questions will be there. You have to attempt 1. For that 20 marks. C section. Okay. So I am closing it now.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you.